What's up, guys? So finally got around to doing the Q&A video, man, and you guys have some questions. Like I said, I'm gonna answer them all one by one. So here we go. First question. Will you do a top 5 budget quarterback, receiver, running back list video? Yes, I definitely plan to do some more. Most likely tomorrow I'll do at least 2 of them, maybe all 3. Next question. What is the best way to use hot routes? I would say obviously, use a hot route that most benefits the receiver. If he's a good route runner, put him on a good route. If he's a speed guy, set him deep or on a slant. So it all depends on the receiver. Is a no huddle offense viable? I would say yes, but don't use the hurry up offense and just keep doing the same play over and over. There's no point. Obviously your opponent's going to catch on to it, assuming that he's at least a decent player. He'll catch on to it, he'll lock it up, and it'll just ruin it. But personally, me, I don't do the hurry up offense because it gets my players exhausted and they're just not going to play that great. And if they fail, you're going to blame it on their skills, when it's really just because of their stamina. What expensive corners are worth the price tag? I want to get Malcolm Butler, but not sure about it with the new patch. Expensive corners, the ones I'm going with right now, are Deion Sanders and Willie Brown. Those 2 guys are playing amazing, and it's going to be tough to get rid of those guys anytime soon. Do you have a glitch play that you think works every damn time? I do not have a glitch play. I know that there was maybe 3 or 4 plays last year that were pretty tough to stop no matter what, but this year not so much. As close, the closest thing to a glitch play that I can think of is that damn swerve glitch. But even that, if you're good with the sticks, you should be able to stop it, especially if you know it's coming. How did Cam Newton perform when you used him? In case you tried out one of his cards. I did try out his base card a long time ago. And from what I recall, he was a pretty decent quarterback, but I'm pretty sure he did struggle with the deep ball a few times. And I didn't really get what conductor actually does. It just gives you, yeah, I see somebody answered it for you. It just lets you do 2 hot routes back to back without making you wait like 3 or 4 seconds in between. Kiko Alonso is the greatest linebacker alive. I agree. He's a Dolphin. I'll say that about any current Dolphin. Wasn't really a question, but I like it. Anyways, next one. Hey Tino, can you recommend a great receiver that is a 90 overall that will be a good complement to Randy Moss? Specifically a 90 overall. Well, I mean, there are plenty of 93, and well, not plenty, but I'm sure there are some 92, 93 overalls that probably cost the same as a 90 overall that are pretty good. I'm pretty sure some of the legends, like right now, like the original legend, like McCaffrey and guys like that, Jerry Rice, I'm sure they go for like 90k right now, right? Somewhere around there. So I would say go with someone like that. Someone like that's like a really good catch and traffic type of guy. Maybe even the Jarvis Landry. Would you sell that 98 Vic? In my opinion, if I had 98 Vic, of course I'd sell him. I mean, assuming he's still going for like 1,000,000 coins, you might as well sell him. There's no way he's going to be worth that much. I know he's a good quarterback, but you could do so much more with those coins. Do you base line against trips or compressed sets when it's 3rd and long for your opponent? If it's like the snugs, I do not base a line. If it's the trips and if I have a safety like in a purple or something, now I'll grab that specific safety and drag him far left, and just in case they try to do that crazy vertical route. So that's what I would do. What do you do with your team and coins when the next Madden releases? Usually I either give them away or just don't do anything. It really just depends, honestly. Did you know that block shed only affects run defenses but not pass rush? Yes, I know block shed is more run dependent than everything. Next question. What made you want to make Madden review videos? Honestly, that all started last year, only because Brashad Perriman, who had 97 speed at the very beginning of the game, as soon as you bought the game, as soon as you bought it in August, bam, he's there on the auction. You can get him, you can pull him in packs and everything. That was crazy that we had a 97 speed receiver that fast. But there was also another receiver, a bronze receiver, like a 58 overall, who was like 5'8" or something, but he also had 97 speed, but nobody talked about him, nobody cared about him. But I picked him up and used him the exact same way, and he was burning corners, man. Yes, he did drop a few passes here and there, but he was killing it. And when I saw that, I wanted to show people, and I thought the best way to do it is do YouTube, make a little review and show people. But actually, I never got around to it because I also had Steven Jackson, the Flashback Jackson, and a few other players. So I did their reviews first, and I actually never got around to doing that receiver's card. So technically, he's the reason I started this whole Madden thing. What's the play where it looks like you do a long pitch lateral out to your running back? I don't know the name of the play, but I know it's in the Philadelphia playbook. What are the best methods in receiving your coins? I would say solos, and of course not spending them. That those two go hand in hand. For an average player, what defense would you say is better, 3-4 or 4-3? I'm biased, so of course I'll say 3-4. But if if you try the 4-3 and it fits your scheme and you're just more comfortable with it, I say go with that. When do you think the market will drop? At this time last year, the prices were so low. That's because last year they were just bombarding us with all kinds of crazy cards. Like I said, Rashard Perriman, 97 speed. They were just giving us extremely overpowered cards so soon. That's why the prices were dropping. This year, not so much. They're like slowly feeding us very good cards at a time. So that's why the market probably isn't going to drop too many times this year until maybe like the very last couple of months. That's a different story. But for now, I'm pretty sure most prices will stay where they are. Can you do a top 5 video for every position on defense, regardless of price, especially left outside line? Yes, especially all the linebackers. Yes, I would do as many as I can. What are the best running backs from 90 to 90 overall that are under 90,000? What are the best receivers with defensive chemistry under 90,000? As far as running backs, I mean, you can't go wrong with guys like Most Feared Derrick Henry, Tevin Coleman. I mean, shit, even the gold Alfred Morris that I just reviewed, I couldn't believe how well he performed with trucking. But anyways, I mean, there are so many, and also the legends as well. The Tony Dorsett, Amon Green. If you use them right, man, you can have success with those guys. As far as the deep threat chemistry goes, under 90,000, I would have to check, but I know one of the best ones obviously is Randy Moss, but he does not go for 90k. He goes for like 300, the Ultimate Freeze one. As a Dolphins fan, what do you think about Ryan Tannehill in new life? I mean, in real life, in real life. Obviously his first few years was not really impressive, but this past year with Gaze, I mean, he looked pretty damn good. I mean, so that injury definitely did scare me, but I guess we're gonna have to see if he can bounce back from that or not. Favorite player on MUT for any position under 300,000? It would have to be Curse, Javon Curse, man. No matter whether it's the Legend or the Ultimate Freeze. Is it the Ultimate Freeze? Yeah, it's the Ultimate Freeze. Easily Javon Curse. How to make coins fast, more specifically, how to make coins if you have a low overall team, and just do your solos, man. Solos and farm accounts, man. That's how I would do it. Why haven't they added a flashback 2012 Alfred Morris when his stats were almost identical to Zeke's stats last year? I don't know, man. All I do know is that his gold Thanksgiving card was unbelievably good, so I can only imagine how much better a flashback card would be. Please review Melvin Gordon and what are the best solos to make coins off of them. I will review Gordon as soon as I can. The best solos obviously would be the Journeys and the Gauntlets, assuming you have not done them yet. Your thoughts on the difference between a good running back such as AP or David Johnson and the Marshawn Lynch's set, boss, and regular set, or any expensive running back? The only difference is that the price is honestly the price. That's it. That's all I can say. Certain guys like AP and David Johnson, they can do most things pretty well, and they cost so much less compared to Marshawn Lynch and Marcus Allen. So I never really saw the point of having guys who go for like 1 million coins on your team. Honestly, I just never understood it. Can you review 91 Isaiah Crowell? Yes, I actually just bought him like 5 minutes ago, so I will definitely review him. Who are the top 5 power backs? Ooh, let me see. Peterson, Lynch, Blunt. I mean, I gotta go with Alfred Morris now, just to mix things up. And how many is that? 4. Number 5 might be Frank Gore, maybe. I guess. I mean, I would really have to like go back and look at all of them, but those are definitely the ones off the top of my head. What's your job and why has Andrew Luck not gotten an upgrade card? The job is I work at a senior home in the kitchen staff, and why has Andrew Luck not gotten a new card? I have no idea. Maybe he just wasn't having that good of a year, I guess. But who knows? Is Madden the only game you play, and if not, would you probably bring other games to this channel? Right now, Madden is the only game I play, but the reason I've not brought another game into the channel is because the free time that I use for Madden would obviously be cut in half playing other games. So that would only mean that if I were to bring other games to a channel, that the reviews would slow down, and that's the only reason I've not done it yet. But maybe one day, maybe one day. What do you think they did right this year, and what would you like to see added in the next game? What they did right, in my opinion, this far was not give us a whole shitload of overpowered cards, so soon. They're, like I said, they're slowly drip feeding you good cards here and there. That's, I think, the best way to do it. How old are you, and when was your first Madden? Right now I'm 26, and my first Madden was 05, I believe. What playbook do you use? I use Philly, and on defense, it's the multiple defense, I believe. Brett Favre or Aaron Rodgers? Who would you pick? I pick Rodgers just because he's, you know, faster. That's the obvious reason. And do you think Gunslinger is better than Conductor? No. To me, Conductor is way more valuable. Gunslinger just gives you a faster release, but if you have good pocket presence, you could, you know, buy yourself enough time and do it like that and have plenty of time to throw the ball. If you could get any golden ticket card, who would it be? I mean, come on, I would try to bring back Dan Marino. I mean, they need to bring him back to Madden, man. That's who I would pick. I know obviously I don't think he's gonna get one this year, but if I could pick anyone, that's who I pick. How do you get so much money in Madden without buying pack solos, man? Just do solos. Tino, how big of an impact do chemistries really make? I don't think they make a ginormous game-changing difference, but they do make tiny little differences that could definitely impact the game here and there. Have you ever lost a Super Bowl? If so, what was the score? I definitely have lost a Super Bowl, but I have no idea what the score was. That was so long ago. Who is your favorite Madden YouTuber? I used to watch a few of them, you know, G Maya's, Golden Sports, but honestly, right now I really don't watch that many of them. What are your favorite uniforms and which ones are the most fire? Dolphins. I'm biased, but Dolphins. If you had to pick one running back and one quarterback to use for 6 months, who would you use? Damn, if I had to pick one quarterback, one running back. Running back, maybe. Well, yeah, I guess I have to go with the Pro Bowl Adrian Peterson, and quarterback would have to be Team of the Year Derek Carr right now. Are you Spanish? If you mean Hispanic, yes, I am Mexican. If you mean Spanish as in from Spain, no. Do you think the elite playbooks are worth it? I mean, the multiple D one maybe, but right now in offense I'm rocking the Philadelphia playbook, and that's doing just fine for me. Who is the best mobile quarterback under 100,000? Under 100,000, easily Donovan McNabb, no doubt about it. Yo, Tino, is Brett Favre still a good deal at this stage of MUT? Honestly, this late in the year, you would be better off going with a mobile quarterback, in my opinion. There's plenty of them that can throw accurately. For example, right now I got Team of the Year Derek Carr. He does just fine, and he's accurate. So I would say go with someone who's mobile. Next is, bro, can you review playoffs Kenny Stills and 95 Gordon? I will review Gordon as possible. Kenny Stills, I can't promise anytime soon, but I'll do my best. Can you list your favorite player at most positions, like who's made the most plays for you? Randy Moss for sure. Let's see, Javon Curse #1 no matter what. Deion Sanders, Randy Moss. Quarterback is, you know, here and there. I mean, you could, you know, like I said, McNabb is so much cheaper, but Derek Carr I feel is a teeny tiny bit more accurate. Running back, it's all about who who fits your scheme. I mean, I could easily say someone like Derrick Henry for power back. I could easily say someone like Jamal Charles for the elusive back, but I guess Adrian Peterson might be the #1 overall just because he can do both. Will you do a face cam soon and maybe start streaming if you're into it? I do plan on doing a face cam very soon and maybe start streaming. Streaming is, you know, is all dependent on my internet speed. I gotta speed that up first before anything else. Who are the best budget skill position plays at quarterback, running back, receiver, and defensive back? Quarterback, I mean, Michael Vick is about as budget as you get. I mean, technically, I don't know what you mean by budget. You know, we all have our own definition of what's a budget, what's not. But gold Michael Vick might be the #1, just because of his price. Alfred Morris at running back, obviously. Receiver, I mean, you could really go either way there. I mean, whether you want a speed guy or a slot guy. Defensive back, I don't. You know what? Defensive back, I would definitely say Team of the Week Darius Slay. I'm pretty sure Darius Slay, the Team of the Week, could probably still get it done against these top tier guys. In my opinion, at least. I'm just saying, just in my opinion. Who are the best outside linebackers for a 3-4? I would say depends on, do you want them to blitz or do you want them to be, you know, in zone coverage? If you're blitzing, I say go with the base, or not the base, but the man of the month, Von Miller. He's always, you know, very solid. If you got the coins, go with Charles Haley. If you want to put him in zone, you know, go with someone like Sean Lee or KJ Wright. You know, those guys are always dependable. What are the best base elites in the game? Damn, right now, I mean, base elite, I would say who could probably still get it done. Maybe base Julio, base Aaron Donald. Those guys I'm sure could do it. Not that many. I'm pretty sure there aren't that many that could go against these top tier guys and get it done. But maybe those guys. Other than all the glitches, what is the thing you hate the most about Madden 17? Glitches were #1, and the way that EA just keeps slipping. You know, they keep messing up. They keep doing stuff that just makes just so annoying. You know, whether they mess up a set, set, and they got locked down the auction, or they do a promo that's just ridiculous. So stuff like that, I guess, would be the second most. But definitely glitches number one. Do you think the matchmaking is accurate in all Madden? Absolutely not. I played a guy not that long ago who had like his best player was like an 87 overall player. So no, I don't think matchmaking is all. It's usually accurate, but sometimes they'll slip in. They'll slip here and there. How can I beat a Tampa 2? Assuming that the corners stay their ground, they stay low. I would say put your outside receiver on a fade, like you always see me do with my receivers and quarterbacks. Their reviews, and watch what I do. Just split the defenders, and that's honestly how I would do it, assuming they keep the corners down. Tino, can you please do a face cam review? Well, like I said, yes, I would do one as soon as possible. I definitely plan to do one very soon. But anyways, guys, that's gonna wrap this up. A lot of questions, man. Whew, man, this is definitely like a 16-minute video, man. But anyways, guys, I don't want to take up any more of your time, man. So guys, if you have more questions, ask them in this video. In my next Q&A, I'll get to all your questions as well. So guys, I'll see you boys for the next review, man, which will be the let's see who's gonna be the Isaiah Crowell. Like I said, I can't wait to see how that guy plays. But anyways, guys, thanks for watching, man. Thank you for sticking around. If you did stick around to the very end, I know this was a very long video. But guys, I'll see you boys later, man. Peace.